Andrew Carnegie. Andrew Carnegie speaks to the 1%. Welcome to an enlightening exploration of Andrew Carnegie's life, as told through his book, Andrew Carnegie Speaks to the 1%. Here, we delve into the wildly fascinating journey of the ingenious 19th-century tycoon, from his humble origins as an immigrant Scotsman to a self-made steel magnate. Through his career, Carnegie navigated the industrial age with ruthless business practices and cutthroat financial tactics. You will gain an understanding of how he leveraged insider information and manipulated securities, trading to amass an immense fortune before transforming into an exemplary philanthropist. Read on to see the nuanced layers of Carnegie's remarkable life, encompassing philanthropy, world peace pursuits, and the dark underbelly of industrial capitalism.
Andrew Carnegie, the rise of a chameleon entrepreneur. Andrew Carnegie, born into an impoverished family, rose to become a successful entrepreneur in the industrial age. He learned to save and invest money, making killing after killing on stock market startups with insider information. He became a chameleon, camouflaging himself as an older businessman to overcome his baby looks. Carnegie made money through multiple ventures, including an oil drilling company and innovative bridge building corporation. Despite his cruel business tactics, he was sensitive about his deficiencies, being short and slight, and still speaking with a Scottish burr. Carnegie's rise to success was fueled by the survival of the fittest doctrine of evolution and the emergence of primitive capitalism. Carnegie, the rise of a tycoon. Andrew Carnegie was a wealthy American tycoon who returned to Scotland to prove his success to his relatives and townspeople. He believed that success came from being the correct person in the right place and time and concentrated one's abilities on the jobs and objectives at hand. By 1862, his external affairs generated steady dividend checks while he enjoyed regular vacations. He used his business talents to structure deals to his advantage, including separating the combatants into two competing companies and keeping direct or indirect control of both. However, his arrogance and fraudulent actions also proved costly and damaging to his family's capital. Despite his questionable practices, Carnegie was committed to funding schools for working people, black and white, revealing a softer side to his character. His real calling was the steel business, where he would eventually become a ruler. The rise and fall of Carnegie's steel empire. Andrew Carnegie's entry into the steel business was prompted by a new tariff imposed by Congress on imported steel to protect American industry. After investing in a plant, he recruited a high-quality board and hustled to secure orders for his new steel plant. However, despite success, labor unrest struck. Carnegie responded firmly, rejecting unionization, and directing the battle from Europe. Bloodshed marked the battles at the plant, ruining his worker-friendly image forever. Carnegie continued in business even during his final months, transferring assets to personal trusts and hiding enormous profits from the public. Carnegie's legacy. Andrew Carnegie, the once ruthless industrialist who became the richest man in the world, transformed into an exemplary philanthropist in his later years. He donated large sums of his fortune to public libraries, schools, and research organizations. However, his true charitable calling was his persistent pursuit of world peace through the establishment of the Carnegie Endowment. Despite being ridiculed as messianic and facing rejection from world leaders, Carnegie never gave up. In his final act combining egoism and altruism, he transferred almost all his great wealth to his foundation and achieved a sort of immortality through his still flourishing Carnegie-named charities.
In conclusion, Andrew Carnegie Speaks to the 1% offers an opulent tapestry of the life of a legendary figure who transcended his indigent origins to become a powerful force in both industry and philanthropy. We discovered Carnegie's diligent work ethic, cunning business acumen, and his significant transformation from committed capitalist to dedicated philanthropist. His extraordinary journey facilitated the funding of vast libraries, schools, research organizations, and his persistent advocacy for world peace. However, the book also sheds light on the harsh realities of the industrial age and the often unethical tactics employed to achieve success, a contrast that challenges conventional narratives. It is these intricate layers that make Andrew Carnegie's legacy an engrossing and compelling story, demonstrating how fortunes are amassed, lessons learned, and lasting change achieved.